Hello wonderful person, this is Anton, and today I wanted to take a look at this really interesting space RPG game known as STARCRAWLERS in the style of a dungeon crawler, but in space. Anyway, welcome to the Mat, and let's find out what this game is all about. Okay, so in a nutshell, what is STARCRAWLERS? Well, first of all, this is a game that was actually in development for many years and it was in early access, and that's when I bought it, but it recently became version 1.02, and basically here, the idea is that it's a kind of a dungeon crawler from back in the days, but in space, with space theme, with spacecraft that you dock to, and basically a science fiction-like environment. I'm going to skip some of these intros and basically generate a random class, well I guess a random name, just to kind of give you an idea what this game is like first. Let's play as this cyber ninja. And you can even create a backstory that will give your character some bonuses later on. But for now, let's actually just go with some random stuff. And so when you just start the game, you find yourself in this unusual place where you basically have a few choices, but your first choice is to go to a salon and to accept one of the first quests. Now, most of the game will be dialogue-based, and you essentially get to explore various space-related dungeons, or in this case, spacecraft, and discover quite a lot of mysteries. A lot of these are procedurally generated, so they're always going to be different. And for the most part, the game will actually look like this. Now, this is not a 3D first-person shooter. This is actually a tile-based RPG game where you basically move in tiles and it's all turn-based. This is kind of like the games of the old, but remade in a kind of a really cool science fiction-y skin with some really cool bonuses added to it. Alright, so let's actually go and try to get out of here by basically opening this door, and once in a while you'll get these random events that will actually ask you for what you want to do, and we can basically try to be aggressive or try to be passive. A lot of these events will actually be completely randomized and will not repeat on the second playthrough, and a lot of these events will progress the storyline in one way or another. The cool thing about this dungeon crawler is that a lot of the things are interactable. So, like, for example, this door needs to have a key somewhere, and I believe what we can do is... Oh, these are credits. What we can do is try to open this up. Now, I kind of forgot how to open this because I haven't played the first level in quite a while, but I believe what we have to do is actually assign a point to our character, and as you can see, well, first of all, there's quite a lot of skills in this game. There's actually quite a lot of abilities as well. And for the most part, the actual RPG elements in this game are pretty awesome. There's quite a lot of items and weapons. There's quite a lot of different statistics for your character, and obviously levels as well. And with time, you'll actually acquire more than one character, and they'll be sort of in your team, and you'll be kind of adventuring together and fighting together, and so on and so forth. And I'll kind of show in a second how all of this works. But for now, let's just assign one of the skills to us and maybe pick this one as well. And I think I'll also take Deadly Focus. Okay, I can't accept that yet. Okay, well, how about this? Okay, here we go. All of the skills have been acquired. And now we can try to escape this place. And basically, I believe we're about to have our first battle here as well. From what I remember, there is going to be, oh, what did I just do? I should have read that. I totally forgot how to play this tutorial level. It's actually been quite a while. But let's actually just run through this until we get into a battle here. So, okay, I need to fetch a wire doodad. That's what it says on my mission objectives here. And I guess maybe I didn't actually do that. Oh, okay, yeah, they opened up the lasers here. And here we go, first battle. So how do battles work? Well, it's all turn-based, it's all RPG style, but basically here you have various skills and you'll have your party kind of located here as well. But since I'm just all alone for now, I'm going to be fighting this guy by selecting some of the skills. Let's do a combo strike. And this is kind of like really old school, like the RPG that we used to play on the original Nintendo NES. I believe one of the games this reminds me of is Phantasy Star, actually. And basically here, it's all turn-based, you take turns and attacking each other, and if you have more than one character... Oh, let's try this. start to vanish. You won't be able to see us. And now I can do the kukegi. There we go. Done. Awesome. Got some experience, and usually you get items as well. Alright, so there's some loot here. Ooh, I got a new weapon. And let's see if this is actually better than we currently have. And the answer is it kind of looks a lot better, actually. It has a lot more bonuses that are added to us. And so now we're going to try to finish this level. I believe we just have to get out of here. We kind of got all of the quests covered. So it's a pretty simple, very, very short adventure. And now we're going to go back and click on the exit button. And that will be the end of this adventure. And so once in a while you'll get these quests, and this is actually one of them, and I believe this person is going to ask us to do something else, but for now let's just actually see what else we have here. So there's the gear, basically the shop here. There is the salon where you get to do new missions or acquire new members and so on and so forth. Then we have the medical center where you kind of do repairs or buy medkits and so on. And I think that's about it. There's actually a few things that are still locked. We also have the black market, actually, where you can buy gear and sell gear. And in a nutshell, this is actually kind of it. So the game obviously becomes more complex with time, but for now, when you just start the game, this is kind of what it's like. And I don't actually have any team members yet, but once you acquire more people, you can actually create quite a ultimate battle team. So let's see if we can get another mission that's going to be a little bit different. So I'm gonna go check the job board here, and one of the jobs is to investigate a ship for surviving crew and render assistance. So these are usually all random, and basically here you can either launch the mission right away or see if you can maybe possibly hire new crew members. And I think I'm gonna take a soldier with me. Oh, I don't have enough money. Never mind. Yeah, not enough money to hire a new member yet, so we might have to just complete this job first before we can hire someone else. Alright, so here we go. And once again, it starts with a little bit of dialogue, a little bit of story, which I actually really enjoy, especially because this gives the game a little bit more personality, and it kind of creates this atmosphere. Instead of just being a dungeon, this is a spacecraft that's possibly abandoned, that has secrets, secret stashes, secret buttons that you might want to investigate along the walls. And you'll sometimes find some crazy things, like, for example, different enemies and obviously special weapons. Alright, first battle. We have a person with us. Oh, actually, no, we don't have anyone with us, so we're gonna have to do this alone. Let's vanish again. And let's do that really cool attack we did before. Alright, so he was almost done. We're just gonna finish him up. Oh, I missed. And hopefully this will not be a miss. There we go. Done. First battle complete. And so as you can see, the atmosphere in this game is actually pretty cool. There's quite a lot of different things you can visit. There's quite a lot of different options. There's quite a lot of different twists in the story, and side quests, and also branches. So usually you'll actually have choices of how to complete a mission. Sometimes you'll have to save someone. Sometimes you'll have a chance to not actually kill anyone, but instead retrieve an item and just escape. And so it's always going to be different. But all in all, this is essentially what this game looks like. And for the most part, you've pretty much seen like 95% of the gameplay. I personally really like this game. It's very relaxing. It's, you know, it's very slow, but also methodical, and it allows you to kind of play through. I'm gonna just skip the turn here because I want to. Oh, actually, I can do this. So yeah, this game is quite slow, methodical, which is actually a bonus because you don't have to really rush through it. You can kind of relax and slowly move through all of these dungeons. And it does have this really cool spacey atmosphere, even though it's not a true space game. And anyway, so that's it for STARCRAWLERS. There's really nothing else to show, and it's a game that's relatively cheap, so do consider getting it. The link for this game is in the description below. But for now, I'm actually going to stop this here, and if you want to learn more, go and check it out on the webpage. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and maybe even share this video with someone who enjoys space games, and consider inviting these people to the channel to watch more space videos and to learn about space, sciences, and so on. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Come back tomorrow to learn something else. And, ooh, I found some medical supplies. There's actually a choice here of either returning supplies to Chimera or lying and not doing that and essentially keeping them for yourself or giving them to someone else. And I actually did that other thing that was not giving it to Chimera. And look at that, there's actually the nav center. You can kind of see the space in the background. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Space out, and as always, bye bye.